guys, so in the last two videos I talked about how to power up your cookies and make them stronger, as well as how to farm EXP star jellies in order to actually level them up to get those effects. In this video, just like I promised, I want to go over a couple of the epic cookies that you really want to invest in, especially if you guys are wondering where to spend these mileage points. Alright, so I talked about how you can use mileage to go and farm some of these EXP star jellies, but I do not recommend that. I highly recommend for all the new players to first invest in some of the actually useful long-term epic cookies with the soul stones, exchange them for the mileage points, and then later on spend using the treasure tickets. Alright, so let's go talk about it. A couple of the cookies that you really need to invest in right now for all the accounts, honestly, if you guys are planning to play this in long term. And if you guys just want to get your favorite cookies, then you don't need to regard this, but just keep in mind that there are going to be great cookies compared to a couple cookies that you can kind of use here and there if you guys really invest in them. But you don't want to do that because, EXP star jellies, seal powders, and stuff are going to get scarce. So let's first talk about the best cookie right now that is literally almost used in every single content, and that is no other than Twizzy Gummy cookies. So of course, Twizzy Gummy right now without the magic candy is not going to be great, but with the magic candy, which is unlockable after leveling up Twizzy Gummy to level 50, is going to be absolutely broken. So you not only get extra damage from the crit damage, you also get some extra crit damage and an electricity type attack as well. Right now, even inside of the beast raid, Twizzy Gummy is actually going to be the key in order to destroy that boss. Also inside of the guild boss battles, and also inside of world exploration. Any honestly PvE content that you could think about, Twizzy Gummy is actually going to be the main damage dealer. So without a doubt, Twizzy Gummy is going to be someone that you really need to invest in, especially if you guys are, wondering where to spend some of these mileage points. I would recommend at least unlock Twizzy. If you guys are able to spend some more, then actually get to that 5-star promotion if possible, so that if you guys do pull her next, then you guys are actually going to get soul cores to ascend the cookie rather than just getting soul stones to promote them. Alright, so it is possible to get them all the way up to 5-star just using mileage points. Of course, I do recommend it to be spent on treasures first, but if you guys would like to do that, then that is a possibility. Next one is going to be someone that doesn't have a magic candy as of right now, and that is going to be right over here with this costume, Cranber. So Cranber is going to be a really good cookie right now, especially if you don't have someone like Wind Archer for some of the contents like the bosses inside of world exploration. Not only is Cranber going to be an amazing cookie for the guild boss battle right now, but also for any of the attack comps that you have for something like the Cookie Alliance, as well as any of the bosses that are going to really be immune to certain skills and debuffs and stuff like that. Cranber is going to be the cookie to do all the damage because of the fact that Cranber is going to buff himself up, as well as just do regular auto attacks to the bosses without having to rely on really any of the debuffs to do damage. Cranber is going to be amazing for everyone to invest in, and because of the fact that you don't need to actually invest in magic candy for him, he is going to be amazing. And he does have the light element attack as well, so if you do pair him up with someone like Financier, then going to be amazing as well. And then the next one that I want to talk about is going to be no other than Rebel. So actually Rebel is going to be an amazing cookie for actually all of the content inside of Cookie Run Kingdom. So this one is going to be the one that is going to be right now used for every single one, even the arena. So recently Rebel has come back into the arena with the Burning Spice cookie update, where you're able to find like one-shot comps and stuff like that with Rebel and other cookies. So now you're able to use Rebel inside of world exploration, for the guild boss battle, arena, Cookie Alliance, even the beast raid. Right now you guys can use Rebel as well, but this cookie is going to be amazing, and the reason is because of the fact that you have this effect right over here: all type damage vulnerability, target receives 60% damage for 14 seconds. Additional to that, if you do have cookies that are going to have defense reduction, then they also do take even more damage when you use Rebel's skill. And additional to that, because of the fact that Rebel did receive an wind element, you also do have the tailwind effect, which is going to increase the damage resist as well as attack speed of this cookie by about 15% and 5% in the attack speed. Not too much, but going to be still viable. And of course, you do have the decoy, which is going to be really, really good just because of the fact that you just need to have this one sent out, and then you actually have to make it get hit a couple times rather than having an actual HP. So it's actually really, really good in allowing your team to, have a tank, which is going to be an ambush compared to someone like a charge and a defense. Of course, a little bit squishier, but going to be a very, very, very viable member inside of a lot of the teams right now. So highly recommend you guys to invest in Rebel. Alright, so those are going to be 3 cookies that honestly are going to be essential for every single one of the account right now. And then of course, to even boost up someone like Twizzy Gummy and the cookies that we talked about, Black Lemonade is going to be amazing. So you guys know that Black Lemonade is going to be a combo with someone like Twizzy Gummy because of the fact that you have something like extra crit damage. You have this thing right over here where you have the electrifying rock spirit buff, where you're able to deal extra damage for each 2 times crit hit or zap ticks dealt by allies under the electrifying rock spirit buff, which means that because Twizzy Gummy actually does zap effects, you're able to do a lot of damage. Addition to that, you have some defense reduction as well. You combo with someone like Rebel, and that's why Black Lemonade is going to be like the sole partner of Twizzy Gummy right now, just absolutely breaking the game because these 2 cookies are literally used everywhere inside of any of the PvE content most of the time. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be the 4 cookies that honestly you guys just need to invest in right now. We really didn't talk about much of the tanks and the healer, and the reason why is because of the fact that the best tank and healers are going to come from something like the Dark Cow right now, Burning Spice, as well as the healer. We have Mystic Flower, and then inside of the other like support type right now, the one that you really want to use is going to be Cream Ferret, which is going to be a special cookie. So we have those. Of course, if you guys do have them, make sure to level them up. And in addition to that, any of the damage dealer like Wind Archer, like Frost Queen, Moonlight are going to be coming from the legendary and ancient and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I wanted to go over just 4 of the cookies that are going to be actually really, really good right now. I talked about them before, but I wanted to also let you guys know that these cookies are going to be available inside of the mileage shop, and I do recommend, if possible, if you guys do have a lot of mileage points, because nowadays if you guys just pull on these banners, like every single time you just pull it, you get mileage points. Alright, it used to not be like that, but now it is. So if you guys do have a lot of mileage points, then I do recommend you guys actually obtain these cookies first through either mileage shop and get their soul stones, promote them as well. And again, if you guys have the luxury to do so, get them up to 5 stars, and then so that when you guys do pull them next, then you guys have that soul core to actually ascend them rather than having to wait for something that you're actually able to buy just from pulling on this banner. All right, because of the fact that they do give out a lot of pulls right now, a lot of crystals, cookie cutters and stuff, it's going to be a lot easier, and the mileage shop is going to be absolutely amazing. So those are going to be the things that you really, really want to invest in. Those are the 4 cookies, and I'm going to talk about a couple of the cookies in the next video that you really, really, really should try to stay away from if possible as of right now, because these cookies are just going to eat away at your experience and your skill powders. So save them, but these 4 are going to be worth it 100%. 3 of the cookies are going to be coming from with no magic candy, and 1 of them is going to come into effect with the magic candy, but that is going to be one that you really need to invest in as of right now. So hopefully you found the video helpful. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any other cookies that you want to recommend to anybody else. But that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys haven't checked out the other 2 videos, then please look at it in the screen and check them out. Thanks for watching.